Right, speaking of going down, that's what the timer has done, so we'll get back to it. It's RimWorld. We've finished off our raid against the pirate bases. We slaughtered Nichitz and Rochelko, and we had a really rough time with the garbage crew, but they still all went down. Our animals are still reeling from that. Sludge very nearly died. We did lose some wargs there. Relics died. A bonded warg, a Javier I think it was, died, and the ones that we do have are shot to shreds. But the Patriarch is still alive. Where are you? There we go, the Black Warg is still operational. Shot off, man, that is grim. Even so, I think I will... Are you all able to walk at least? Depression is not, and Sludge is not. But they will be able to get up and move at some point, right? Yeah, it's just the consciousness of the problem. So I'm gonna strip away their... I'm gonna try and strip away their sleeping spots here. I'm going to fail, evidently. There we go. Now they can get up and move around and eat. Means that we don't have to spend our time going and feeding them. Sludge, on the other hand, because of the many problems we've had with the environment, we haven't had a growth season. What precious little bits of hay grass survived the toxic fallout and are now freezing to death from the climate adjuster. So that's why we've had to move our way into making our hay grass inside, and even then it got blighted, so we're just not having a good run of it. But that's okay, I can use up my existing corn and such to make little meals for them, so we can shove these meals over to the animals and have them eat that, at least until the hay grass is back. And our people will generally lick their wounds. Except, of course, we have another one of these, another mech cluster. I do want to take this out as a matter of priority, and I'm contemplating how best to do it. I could hit it with a triple rocket launcher, provided that takes it out. I could also just run up to the thing and keep grenading it, or I could use a salvo on it. Invisibility would get us a reasonable bit of the way there, but it doesn't last forever. That's exactly how it happened. Okay, right. Still thinking about this. This -10 climate adjuster is going to destroy what little crops I have left, and I'm not appreciating that, but on top of it, it's still a lot of mechs. There are 10 mechs hiding in there. There are 3 mech drop beacons that will bring down even more mechs. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 additional mech constructors, not to mention turrets, and turrets. And these things all activate in 18 hours anyway. And the climate adjuster is already active. So suffice to say, I'm not best pleased with that. Not best pleased with that at all. I might actually drop a salvo right in the middle of it just to destroy as much as I can. And then I might have old Treblyard Neuroquake what's left of it. Of course, our people are already very unhappy, so a Neuroquake on top of that is going to send some people over the hedge. And a weather controlling machine with a cluster of... Oh man, I do want low shield packs. Oh, Rainy Thunderstorm! Yeah, no, I eventually got rid of the constant rain. I don't want it back, thank you. How do you feel about Sunday Jake now? Honestly, this isn't too bad to leave me with. At least this is something I can take on in my own time. Although it does activate in 17 hours. No, he was a relatively nice individual, all things considered. I'm running pretty low on my foodstuffs, but that's fine. We always have contingency for that. And depression's just sitting there. Definitely not feeling happy with the situation. It's that extreme blood loss. Once your blood has started pumping through your veins again, you'll be fine. Same with you, Sludge. I'm looking forward to migrating the rats outside and get the rat pit started in earnest. Okay, the temperature is going to just barely above freezing, but that's massively slowing down the plant growth. So I really do not think I'm going to get my proper growth done, but we still have a month of it. If I can just get rid of this, we'll be okay. The problem is destroying this is going to make them all attack me. And even if I neuroquake them away, they're still going to make more of each other. So yeah, I think once Ivor has had a good night's sleep, then I'll send him and Trebliard out to deal with it. But going on those long raids, and they are long, so we've got a lot to take care of during them, really eats into our people's happiness and mucks up their sleeping schedules. And am I out of medicine? Kind of. Oh, that's not good. Why are we not making more medicine? Someone should surely be doing that. We've got all the makings for medicine right there. Apparently humans can do it, but fabricators cannot. My fabricators are sitting around doing a whole lot of not much, so any worker can make medicine. And while we're at it, let's also make medicine over here. Get to it, lifter friends. Wait, lifter? I was thinking fabricator. You're a fabricator. Get to work. Good medicine for good people goes a long way. In my own time, as long as my own time is 17 hours. I'm glad I built such a relatively nice colony. Not like things have always gone smoothly for us here. And the layout of this base is still leaving me with nasty feelings. I have asked myself what I'm going to do with this colony once we finish it all. And I was thinking, am I going to... Because usually with these I continue to pick away at them off stream and then build things up and up. But I surmised that I'd probably just end up with the same colony that I already have if I do that. I'd have a big colony with just about everything they could ever need and set myself up with some good colonists. And because the thing is you can only go up. Once you reach max wealth, all you can do is get wealthier and stronger, and that's fine as well, because it's kind of nice to build it up like you're playing The Sims. I was thinking about The Sims not too long ago, but yeah, you do reach this point where you're pretty much good at everything, and it's just like I don't know what it's like. I'd compare it to playing The Sims, but you've got everything you need, and you just sit back and you enjoy what you have. You've been through the struggle, and now you just get to enjoy being at the apex. What's the escape plan? Building the ship, that's right. The space down here, I think we already have it drained out. Is there anything for you to drain? I think once you've expanded one bit, that'll be it. I'm going to wall this area off, and this will be our shipbuilding area. And then we're going to leave with that. However, we have a goal before that, and that's to wipe out a base from every faction. We've done all the pirates, so the next up are our allies, soon to be former allies, and then the Empire, and then we're done. Of course, firing up the ship begins 15 days of constant raids, so everyone's going to have to be juiced up and ready to deal with that. At that point, I think we will be using the best armor that we have, the marine armor, and I'll give important people fancy helmets, thrombo fur, whatever I can. Apparently depression needs rescued. Well, they'll be fine once that blood loss stops being severe, and that's only an hour or so away. Countdown activator, 10 hours. Ivor. What am I gonna do in this case? Oh god, Trebliard is out of side focus as well. I really need you guys to focus up. I could have you juice up. That is always an option. Just to get the ball rolling there. Pump up your go juice, Trebs. That's the good stuff. Pretty sure that also increases your side focus gain rate. Although maybe I'm thinking of wake up. You want to juice up as well, Ivor? He's stronger. He also loves his go juice. Go on, it's good for you. Just keep pumping it into the veins. Nancy knows Neuroquake. Nancy could actually go and do it as well. It seems like the simplest way to deal with this hefty amount of mechs is just quake them out of existence. And I think if I pop up some cover here, I can use a little bit of cover to quake and not get shot at. Because they're gonna appear here and start coming down this way. But I should probably consider getting to that before the countdown activator is done and dusted. But I would also want to be able to skip people around. Ivor doesn't know skip, but I'm pretty sure I was planning on teaching him skip. There we go. Please go and learn skip. And chunk skip. And that should be fine. Skip is just so versatile. Never leave home without it. Whose throne is that next to Ivor's? Whoever wants it. Pandy has a throne because he's technically royalty. Although he never bothers with psi focus. Oh, Pandy has a salvo and it's free. Right, well I think I'd actually send up Pandy and he would drop the salvo. With any luck I'd destroy the climate adjuster and a bunch of this other stuff. You never know what the salvo's going to hit. As long as he just gets out of there as soon as he can. In fact, Nancy could skip Pandy away. Nancy does the Neuroquake, and then Ivor drags Nancy back home. All the mechs should kill each other. Yeah, that works pretty well. Provided the Neuroquake thing doesn't slap us back here. I love how Jake totally forgot Pandy was ever a noble. The thing is, noble and Psycaster go hand in hand in my view, but that's not always the case. Pandy is above such things. Yeah, people have told me before about reforming ideology for Psi Focus back, and another thing you can do with reforming it is to get your legendary weapons, because if you make your artifact weapons are always legendary. But that I don't want to do. And I can't even say sounds too exploitative because I've already been milking the Empire for honor, whilst also taking it all back. Oi, 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 why do we still have sleeping spots here? Animals and their sleeping spots can get annoying in a way, because if they are injured, they'll sleep at the cost of eating. They won't even get up to eat, so they can starve to death. Even if food is right next to them, they just want to lie down. Meaning your animal trainers have to waste their precious time feeding them food. Which is just not right. Anyway, that countdown activator is not far from... Oh wow, you still don't want to get up. Why not? What's your problem? It's low consciousness. Pain, the blood filtration. Ah, right, you were also shot in the liver and the heart. That can't make life easy. Okay, Nancy, Pandy, and maybe Ivor in case Ivor is needed to, I don't know, drag people away. Actually, maybe Treblyard should be brought up because Treblyard can still skip. Yeah, Trebs, just get yourself a bit more psi focus and we're good to go. Being shot in the heart and liver makes dying easier, though. Well, largely our animals are looking fine. Their tails being shot off does nothing. I'm pretty sure the tail actually does nothing for animals that have tails. But yeah, they're all up and raring to go. God, that list of rats is growing. I kind of wish this was collapsible, so that the animals would be grouped together better. As it stands, it's a very long list, or it can grow to be very long. Right, no time for hanging around. This is exactly what I have Go Juice for. Go and inject some Go Juice, and Nancy and Ivor. Oh, well, Ivor could actually get with the skipping as well if he's clever enough to get juiced up as well. I'm going to bring all 4 of you over here. Get on it. Yeah, Ivor's juiced up, but he could be more juiced up, so go and have some more. Trebs, you too. How you feeling, Nancy? Nancy's already juiced up and doesn't need more. And where are you at, Pandy? Is Pandy... Yeah, Pandy is not in a situation to juice up whenever he wants. Okay, let's go and deal with this. I'm just quaking this one out. I hope I know wall raise. I hope I sufficiently know wall raise. I'm gonna want that to keep my people safe. I also wonder if you can wall raise from water. It's a skill I don't use often. In fact, I don't use often enough. I really should use it more. So first and most importantly, the neuroquackers. That seems fine. And wall raise. So Nancy knows it, Trebs knows it. Oh, we all know it. I'll fancy that. I can just throw 2 of them down next to each other here, which should offer me plenty of cover. And the Neuroquick should take out anything that comes along here. But can you do it in water? Apparently yes. Oh, cool. The more you know. So how are we going to put these things together? If we had one here... That is kind of cool. I don't think you can mine them out for anything of value, but... I might put it like that. Yeah, there we go. I should ask myself who I want knocked out, Treblyard or Nancy. Nancy's the best at trading, so I think... do I think? Yeah, let's knock Treblyard out as we often do. So Treblyard will be ready to do that. Ivor and Nancy. We should be able to drag anyone over this direction without getting too shot to shreds. Although we can also skip away, can't we? So how are we doing this? Pandy, if you could kindly hurry up. I want you to come over here and salvo. Does wall race erase bad terrain like meteors? Ooh. Apparently it's still saying that it's shallow water and marshy soil underneath it, so no, I don't think so. But does... do meteors really still do that? I wasn't sure that they did. Trebler must be used to this by now, he's seen it all. Alright, I gotta make sure I don't have anybody wandering around into Neuroquake territory, but Pandy... So let's make sure I know what I'm doing here. First thing is Pandy is gonna salvo right there. I really hope it takes out the climate adjuster. It might not, though. But I also want it to, you know, just generally have a large spread and take out all of the turrets. So if you do that, and then I'm going to have you wander away a bit, and Nancy's going to skip you further away so you're not in horrible risk. And then Treblyard Neuroquakes these things away, and then we grab his stuff and drag him back. We're shield belted up, and between us we'll be able to skip ourselves back as well, so that should work out just fine. Let's get it done. Stone meteors do, but it turns it to stone, not oil. See, I wondered about that. See, I thought it did, and then I swear I checked it and it didn't. Alright, there we go. Could I do that twice, by the way? I could actually drop 2 salvos just to make absolutely sure that these things all go away, but I will not. Anyway, Pandy, good job, now get away. Before that thing just comes and ruins your day. Zippity zip. And yeah, you really gotta run before you eat the Neuroquake as well. Thinking about it. Shouldn't I maybe skip you even further away? There we go. Let's just make sure Pandy is very, very far away. To the point where he's not going to be affected by this. He's pretty much away from it. So down this goes, and yeah, they're claiming they're defending their cluster. And more are arriving, so I think now is the time to get going on the old quackers. Takes 12 seconds to ready up, so get it done. Trebs, you know how this operation goes. Pandy, would you just kindly move away from it? I want to make sure you're nowhere near this thing. Thinking about it. Go on, Pandy, get moving, get out of there. Uh-oh, they're coming for us. They're absolutely coming for us. No one else is around here, which is good. And bang. Our allies aren't too happy that I did that, but now all of these mechs are going to end up killing each other. And that is our cue to call, so... Nancy... Oh my god, there's not much left of this guy's staff. Right. Pick up the staff. Pick up the smokes. Pick up the medicine. Pick up trebs. Cool effect from that, by the way. The climate adjuster did not die. In fact, not a lot got destroyed here. Well, that's okay. A little bit of invisibility and mashing that thing up will go a long way. I just want the mechs taken care of first and foremost. And now, if you two can just waddle back home, if you end up getting shot at uncomfortably so, we can always take care of that, but I think we'll be okay. Job well done, Pandy. Way away from the danger zone, so just rescue poor Trebs as normal. Honestly speaking, it wasn't the world's biggest and worst load of mechs. I need to come back within one day and take care of the assemblers and the climate adjuster. But a little bit of smoke bombing and grenades should be able to take care of that. I should also, however, make sure that I'm using the avoid mech. Fill it back up. And then say, absolutely nowhere near these mechs, please. Get outside of that range. Good. Been quite a while since I've used a void mech. Yeah, it kind of looks like the salvo just smashed right here in the center. Surprising, given that when I tried to drop loads from the sky on the people attack, well, when I was raiding others and they decided to counterattack, those things couldn't hit to save their lives. There'll probably be one survivor out of all of this, so I will have to fight someone, but I can handle that. Just like I hope Pandy can handle his mood. Come on, chap. Yeah, that Neuroquake Echo makes people a little bit testy. But we're starting to get to the point where I should really use whatever I have handy, so why don't we activate a bit of a Psychic Soothe to get us through the worst of that. You know what, nobody's that unhappy, right? Yeah, don't bother with that. Pandy, if you're that unhappy, why don't you enjoy some delicious drugs? Alcohol and psychic tolerance small. Well, you know what, have another beer. Beer gets everyone through bad times. Kill Bilton says morning. Well, good morning. Is it? Yeah, it's, wow, 3 past 11. Still nowhere near warm enough. That climate adjuster has got to go. I really thought the variance of the shocks would have taken it out, but no. So who's going to go up and deal with this? And also there's our confirmation. It leaves some rubble, but it leaves the underlying ground unchanged. Fortunately, we've got cover right here, so I could just worm my way around here, and then I could probably skip myself over here. I think this area would leave me not shot, and then with a bit of invisibility and grenades, we could blow this up. The thing is, it's not just that needs to go, it's all these mech assemblers that need to go. However, that's where someone like Altar can come in, because they're trigger happy. Same with Ferdinand. But probably Altar because he's quick. We give Altar grenades, he can just go in and nade these like crazy. Alright, who's going to be the last man standing here? It'll be a centipede, it's always going to be a centipede. It would be really nice if it was a damaged pikeman, that'd be easy to take down, but centipedes always require a bit of TLC. Oh, depression. Stop being such a lark. If you have a smoke launcher, it'd be better than side casting. See, I can make one in a few hours. Do I have a smoke launcher? What's it called anyway? Got an EMP launcher, and that's your lot. A freak flash storm is... Well, fortunately there's not a lot for it to set a light over there, so I don't think this flash storm will be the end of the world. Centipede versus centipede simultaneous combat. Yeah, tomorrow out goes maybe Ferdinand and Altar. Because in fact, maybe just all of my minigunners can stand inside a smoke bomb and shoot rather than use grenades. Is there a difference in duration between the smoke launcher and the side casting? Not side casting isn't that expensive, so I'm not too loath to use it. 30 heat gain, 2% side focus cost. Yeah, that's nothing. Can go juice my way through that, no problem. Depression, always being very in character. Poor depression. Wow, of all the places that could hit us right on the conduit. Not really worried about this fire. It's going to be very difficult for it to grow much. This, on the other hand, I'm less than impressed about. I don't have a lot of crops to worry about here, but these are some of them. Please go and deal with that fire. I love Outlaw, but honestly, the music is ill-fitting right now. What's the big threat? 2 injured centipedes that are trying to kill each other. There we go, flash storm's over, no biggie. And I'm not crying about it affecting one tiny little bit of moss. Of course the problem is that they grow and grow, but that crappy land isn't able to support enough greenery to cause a problem for me. With a smoke launcher you can aim and forget. Yeah, but I also have to haul around the smoke launcher. Oh, there's no end to the problems. There's always fine meals sitting around here. Cannot haul, no empty accessible spot. Is this somehow inaccessible? Maybe they don't think the bit on the back is accessible? I don't know. It's not even fully stacked. And these things will go off at some point. Suppose there's nothing really stopping building another one of these. Hell, I could shove one right there. And I could place the settings there. Huzzah. centipedes, such endless amounts of health, but unable to do much in melee to each other. Always struck me as weird how the turrets don't care about this. I would have thought the turrets would fire upon their own maddened blasters, but no. There's also a school of thought that says leave these turrets here, because they'll take care of any invaders from this angle. But if I leave the mech assemblers here, I'm still going to have to deal with Lancer, Centipede, Pikeman, Scyther, Pikeman, Scyther, times 3 for all of those. Which I don't want to. Nice, Andy going for a wee walk. Oh, there we go. Gestating the new army. Great. We lost a fair amount of wargs before. We can get them all back. Right. I can't think of a good reason not to re-engage in the rat pit. Rat pit can have its little holes back here. I guess I'll keep this, expand it there as well. Do I want more dandelions here? Maybe a little bit more wouldn't go amiss. And I'll keep my rats out there. I think I have plenty of them to explore the rat equilibrium. Do not bother continuing to tame them for tameness. And send them over to the rat pit. Yeah, never give them... Well, do I ever even want to treat them? Nah, don't bother. Don't even bother giving these guys medical care. The whole point is to see how hands-off we can have rats. Get out of here. Oh god, that's disgusting to look at. Oh man. Rats are horrible. I can kind of see the appeal in a pet rat. You know, one well-domesticated rat might be cool, keep it clean. But rats in general, ugh. If they untame, they could potentially escape. Yeah, well, I don't think they're going to untame anytime soon. Rat wildness 50%, decay interval 90 days. That would need to happen 5 times. So, essentially we're talking 40, 50 days for them to untame. And during that time, there's a good chance they'll die and then be consumed by other rats. And if I lose them, I don't particularly care. Hey, now there's only one. Good job, Centipede Blaster. You made it where others could not. Now, I reckon Nancy and the minigunners could go up there and take care of this. I'd take them around here, I think. If I smoke this area, they should be able to walk over here. And then... what would I do? Would I skip over to here and then just go ham with the guns? Probably. I would quite like Ivor there, just in case I need a bit of muscle on top of that. Get over to here, and then ups-a-daisy. Thank you, please. What the heck? Why is there an angry raccoon? Oh, I guess the centipede is seeing everything as an enemy right now, even the poor raccoon. What can a raccoon even do to you? It can pat you with its paw for 2 damage. You need a pair of rats that are highly social animals. If you only have one, it'll get depressed very easily if you're not constantly over it. Well, I imagine the kind of people that keep rats are the kind of people that want something that they can just fawn over. But maybe I'm making assumptions. Smuggler, you are so unbearably unhappy all the time. Why don't you just... When's the last time you had a cup of tea? Ages ago. Drink your psychic tea. Cheer up, Goth. Last thing I need is you stumbling around over here. Right, Nancy. Oh, people are going to be unhappy about being soaking wet as well, but when are they not unhappy? How are they even able to consider shooting us from there? Right. I reckon if I just pop that down, we should be able to walk over to it. Can they see through the smoke? Oh, there's an occasional shot being made from down there, but that's not really my problem. Right. Climate adjuster first, please. Let's put an end to that, shall we? Oh, I love that hail of gunfire damage. Grenades probably do more, but grenades wouldn't have this range. Also, did they have any shield things here? There's no D in shield. There is a... oh, that's one of our low shield packs. Not my concern then, but it does tell me that I didn't re-equip everybody gear-wise. I always like my minigunners to have low shield packs, and currently only one of them do. Right, so. Let's just pop that, and then get you in. Rapid firers first, Ferdinand. Oh yeah, try not to get shot by your own friends there, Ferdinand. That would be terribad. Nancy, just skip our folks over. Altar, you're a fast fire as well. Functional slugger. Oh yeah, I'm a little worried about you guys shooting each other. Please don't shoot Altar, or Ferdinand for that matter. Skipping is tiring. I was a little worried about this. The centipede blaster could actually blast into us. Could you, say, take care of that? Last thing I want is that guy to be a problem, because his suppression fire probably doesn't care much about our smoky blasts. Oh. Oh, I did set these people up and they didn't like it. Gian proposed to Matty Mayo. Matty Mayo says no, but they're still staying together. Just, proposal rejected. I'm gonna have to console you using Nancy. If Nancy can even do console work at the moment. Wonder if I could just get you two hidden down here. That's much of an option. Because that smoke won't last forever. Actually, that comes with its own problems, especially with those. So perhaps I made a mistake here. Well, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not, because I think they can still see either. How is this thing still going? Come on! Time for you to go. There we go. Yeah, let's move you down. I don't want this thing misfiring and hitting one of our guys over here. Ever mention my love for miniguns in this game? God, they're good. Opinion of my lover -1. Yeah, they don't really see eye to eye on much. And down that goes. Down it all goes. Oh dear. Right, I did worry about this, and it's happening. Yeah. Alright everyone, calm down. Calm down, it's just a little bit of fire. Just a little bit of fire. Calm yourself, Ferdinand. Oh, that's not gonna work. Stick to the plan. The plan is smoke. Oh, dearie me. Ivor, you know skip for this very reason. Boy, that was a pretty damn good shot by them. That's a lot of burning. But nothing too serious. We'll survive. Ivor, could you go and finish that off, please? Oh, I didn't even realize they had visual on it. Okay, and with that, we are done when you were gone. Well, I thought we're done when you were gone. It didn't pop up saying womp womp. We've defeated the mech cluster. Ah, I see you there. Yeah, Ivor will have that gone. No problem. That was a pretty big mech cluster. As we saw, it was actually a wealth-maxed mech cluster, although Randy could still have made it about 10% larger. But even so, down and out, no problem. At least that's what I like to tell myself. Mistakes were made in the engagement, but nobody got seriously injured. And before you head back, do some hauling. Smuggler, do you even do hauling? Altar wants a beer, and I don't blame you. A lot of you want beers. When there's not a lot of leeway on keeping people happy, excursions like this can get quite dangerous. Step up your game, Randy. Well, I'm the one doing the randying. I'm the one that goes out and raids now. Good job, Trebs. You saved the colony once again. Now go and lie down. Other people have work to do. The respite is very welcome, though. Sludge continues to concern me a bit, though. He eats so much of our food. But we still make kibble, right? We absolutely do. The kibble goes further than the hay itself does, so I want to make a whole bunch of it if I can. And that's a fine job for our little GoBots to do. And I'm really not happy with my medicine situation, so let's also get the medicine planted, please. Surprised that Gian wants to snap. Right, a bit of counselling on Gian go a long way, Nancy. As you can see, he's already turned into the bottle. He? Yeah, he can be hard to tell with these Neanderthal types, even though I don't think you're a Neanderthal. Frightening edifice is a building task, and even when they offer really nice stuff, I never take building jobs. Ah, there we go, see? Get over it. Right? I don't know what Nancy would have said. Like, you tried and failed, but at least you tried. Better to regret something you do rather than something you don't do, right? Still always looks busy in here. At least there are no routes now, clogging everything up. The neck, the head, the body, the spine, they really hit the vitals on you. Did you get any of your religious artifacts yet? No, we did not. And it's not a religion-themed run, really, so I'm not too bothered about not getting them. Although it does give a nice bonus, and you do have people come and visit you every now and then. Actually, that might be one of the few ways to get Professor over here. I actually fired up the game and asked myself, how in the world would Professor even spawn? He's non-violent, and I think that actually canes most of the spawns. I don't even think non-violent pawns spawn in traders. Because I've previously been saying, oh, if we just spawn traders, he'll arrive eventually. But I then went and spawned in debug a huge amount of traders, and it didn't spawn any non-violent pawns. So I think the only way Professor can appear is as a guest pawn. You know, sometimes you just get people arriving for the hell of it, walking through your colony, tempting you to go and abduct them. I think that might be my only way to actually get the Professor. Because he's not going to appear in any of the raids either. Exotics, please, and Shaman, please, and Shaman, please. Could he be dropped randomly? Yeah, but that would have to be very random. Well, they often are. Sometimes you get guests arriving and you look at them and go, oh man, it's a tough Malay person, or a trigger-happy gunner, or ooh, they've got those plant skills that I really want. And they're just waving their tail end at you going, come on, abduct me. It would be so easy. No one would ever know. Or sometimes they're carrying goods and you think, well, it's your fault for coming in here with all those juicy goods. I want them, and you'll give them to me. It's a bit of a scutter to deal with these, but it's nice to see that the long-term projects of dealing with these are actually paying off and giving me land to work with. Hold on, are you actually... Yeah, it's just these bits are bleh. Not my problem, though. You'll take care of the bits over here. And I can finally have a wall here that I can be proud of, to a degree. And that climate adjuster really did freeze the place out a lot. I'm denying this door so people don't just walk into these rotting bodies, because it's causing rot stink in the area. I'll just max out all of these so I've got maximum range on everything. I wouldn't want one of them to say, oh sorry, I don't have enough fuel to get you where you want to go. You'd think you could just slide this thing up and down, but no, the only way to set this is using the fuel level thing. There's some questionable UI choices in this game. No, I guess that's UX choices. Thank you, game, for the serenity. I'm a little worried, actually, that there could be something really bad happening back at base whilst I'm the one raiding. Sia alone wouldn't be able to deal with it. I'm never getting my Diabolus, am I? I need signal chips and Diabolus never comes to attack me. Make the rat pit. We have a rat pit right here. Oh, it takes longer than I thought to sow some dandelions. But your manipulation is down. And can depression get up and move these days? Where is depression? Ah, there they are. They look pretty able to move to me. In severe pain, but one of the fun things about animals in this game is that pain is largely irrelevant. Well, it affects their consciousness a bit, but outside of that, their pain is irrelevant. They're not going to get mood breaks due to being in horrible pain. They're just going to suck it up. If you're intensely empathetic towards animals, this game could probably be quite difficult to play at times. If you're empathetic towards people, then, well, I wouldn't know. Folks make with the planting. There is a lot of planting to be done, and this harvest season is gone inside 15 days. Pollution clearance. I mean, I can kind of do... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, boy. Oh, boys, oh, boys, oh, boys. Legendary assault rifle. Practically never misses. Good damage. The armor penetration is still quite low, but that is a scrumptious rifle. But I would have to process hundreds of tox packs. I only have space for 60 packs here, and they want to send me 600. I am seldom in a position to deal with that. I thought there was a mood penalty for pain. There is, but animals don't have mood. You don't have to care one bit, they just care about eating and sleeping. It's not like a human that has eating and sleeping and recreating and beauty and comfort and indoors and drugs and mood. Animals have no mood, they just care about eat and sleep. They don't care about a nice bed or shelter, or if they get debuffed or rebuffed, or... No, just eat and sleep and an animal is happy. Simpletons. Oh, I missed that it was about animals. Yeah, there you go. Finish off the granite walling of our little greenhouse. I am... Okay. I am sorely tempted by that legendary rifle. But I'd have to build a dedicated cold storage area. And I'm not sure I want to. Oh, we've done all of the research to get away on the ship. Awesome. Do I care about anything else to research? Not convinced that I do. Do converted people count as marked on the bingo? If they've been recruited, then yes.